Hi, welcome to Giving, the Truth That Liberates. I wanted to do this series because I realized how misunderstanding giving is. And I know a lot of people, maybe you can relate, think that they are good givers. I never truly associated myself with a good giver because deep down I did not feel good when giving, not always anyway. And I will be sharing with you some examples and my life stories throughout this series. But let's just start with basics. If you are a good giver, you are also a good receiver because they coexist. One allows the space for the other. If you think you are a good giver, but you get nothing in return, you can't receive, you feel depleted, you feel like you just give to people and you don't get anything back, you are not a good giver. You maybe have been taught that this is what giving means, and you may be giving a lot. There is no doubt about that, but it doesn't mean that you are a good giver. And I want to present here analogy of a sun. The sun generates energy from within itself and radiates this energy outwards. And imagine that giving is like that. You are full of light, full of warmth, and you just radiate. That's why I love to use the word radiate instead of give. You radiate your energy, your gifts, your presence, your time, whatever it is that you want to give to others. If the sun wasn't a good giver, the sun would say, okay, I will give to this person because I want to get something in return, or I will give to that person because I want to feel worthy. I will give to that person, but not to that because that person doesn't deserve. Sun doesn't do that. So we don't give conditionally. When we give conditionally, we are not good givers. And I think it's very important to highlight that true giving is like the sun radiating. When we are not radiating our essence, it doesn't mean that something is wrong with us. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It just means that there is a misalignment in frequency and misunderstanding. And once we start to get a grasp of what it truly means to give, when we are able to connect to the fullness of who we are, to receive ourselves and give from that abundant place within ourselves, then giving radically changes. And then we are able to receive at the same time because life just fills us up. We create space. When we give, we don't only give the physical, tangible things. That's one level or one layer of giving. The other layer, a deeper layer, is energetic layer or spiritual layer. And we give from the place of the soul. When we are not aligned with our soul, we give from lack, from emptiness, from need of approval, validation, or so many other things. The only true giving that is good giving, how people say, is when we are connected with our soul, when we are connected with our heart, when we feel fully abundant, when we don't feel that we're going to lose something when we give. It fills us up. It makes us feel alive, grateful. It gives us joy to see other people receiving. And in our body, there is no tension, there is no contraction, there is no withholding of energy. All that we are doing is being ourselves. There's no action required in giving when we are radiating, when we are connected to our spiritual essence. When we are giving, not connected, identified with our ego, then there is force, there is action, there is kind of control required to give. I hope this answers some of the questions, and perhaps it will help you to look at giving a little bit differently, through different lens, through a lens that can liberate you once you get to know yourself better, once you start observing your patterns, your intentions behind giving. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in another series. Bye.